Hello guys, I'm back for another video. Today we are going to be discussing the Penn Senator 4.0, or also known as the 113H. This is the wide version. As you can see, it's definitely wider than a regular 113. Let me show you what a regular 113 looks like. Here I have another reel. This is a regular 113. So it's definitely wider, for sure. And what that basically means is that you're going to be able to put more mono onto it. Now let's discuss a little bit about the specs. You can put 580 yards of 40-pound mono, 425 pounds of 50-pound mono, or 370 pounds of 60-pound mono. If you want to put braid, you can put 1,425 pounds of 50-pound mono, 50-pound braid, 1,185 of 65-pound braid, or 1,025 yards of 80-pound braid. The stock on a reel like this, the stock gears are bronze, the pinion is stainless steel. I did an upgrade on this reel. As you can see, it's got a Tiburon frame, and that's to stabilize the reel under heavy loads. It's got an accurate handle, and that's pretty comfortable. And I upgraded the gears. The gears are no longer bronze on this reel. The main gear is stainless steel. The pinion is stainless steel. I bought the gears on eBay for about 40 bucks. And they're pretty smooth. They're fine. You have to grease them up, and it takes a while for them. It takes a while for them to adjust and not be so rough when they're brand new. But it'll be okay once you get to using it a few times. Here's a clicker. The clicker is always loud on these Senators. They're great reels. It's got ball bearings on each side of the spool. Drag power. It's got the 5-disc or HT100 stack. And that delivers about 15 pounds of drag. I know that there's websites out there that will encourage you to get the 5-stack and that each disc will deliver 5 pounds of drag. That's not true. When I tighten a drag with my hand, I usually tighten as much as possible without really having to force it, and that gives me about 15 pounds. So I imagine that if you crank it to try and get 20 or 25, you're probably going to damage the sleeve and the thread. So you probably just want to stick to 15 pounds of drag. I'm going to go ahead and spool this with 40-pound mono. So in reality, I need about 12 pounds of drag max. I did another upgrade on this reel. The bridge, the sleeve, is actually stainless steel. So I'm comfortable knowing that if I ever have to crank on a fish, I'm not going to end up stripping the bronze sleeve that was there before. This is basically what it looks like. I'm intending to use this reel for bottom fishing, and I'm also intending to use it to make a cast. Now you're probably thinking, how is he going to cast a Senator 4.0? If you manage to get jigs that are 4 ounces or 4.5 ounces, trust me, you'll be able to make a pretty good cast if you know how to cast a reel. You don't have to be an expert, but definitely know your way around casting conventional reels. I can cast this about 70 feet. 70 to 80 feet with a 4-ounce lure. So like I said, you know, it's going to hold a ton of line. If there's tuna in the water, you'll make a cast. You'll start retrieving. at a 4-to-1 gear ratio. The stainless steel gears are 4-to-1 gear ratio. The stock are 3-to-1. So in order to be able to make a cast and retrieve at a decent speed, you have to upgrade to 4-to-1. 3-to-1 would probably be too slow. And I don't encourage casting any tatty jigs on this, just because tatty jigs are 3 ounces and it's going to be a lot harder to cast something that light with the 40-pound mono and a spool that's this size. Total weight is basically 2 pounds. It's basically 2 pounds. It weighs just as much as the U.S. Senator that just came out. The difference is that the U.S. Senator costs a lot more. And the gear ratio, I believe, is 4.3-to-1, which is not really a big difference to the 4-to-1 that I have here. The drag is definitely better on the U.S. Senator. It's 27 pounds of drag. Like I said, this is 15. But for what I intend to use it for, 40-pound mono, I don't need that much drag power. If there's anything I can suggest is finding reels on eBay that already have setups like a Tiburon frame. Don't go out of your way and buy a brand new Tiburon frame to put it on an old reel, because at the end when you get tired of the reel or you want an upgrade, and I've said it before, you're not going to get your money back. This will typically run with the upgrades that I've done to it probably about $180. A US Senator will run you up about $300. So if you have the money, go for the US Senator. If you don't, there's nothing wrong with fishing a Penn 4.0. It's American made. There's always parts on eBay. Parts are endless. That's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to send me a message and I'll try and reply as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.